We have been gone for a really, really long time. It's been how many weeks now, Nick?
3 weeks.
The last time we spoke to you guys, we did like a challenge with you guys. We were trying to get everybody to do a challenge on communication, kind of increasing communication and so forth. And I think it was somewhere around Valentine's Day. It's been a while. Oh my gosh. Did I say Valentine's Day? Has it been more than 3 weeks?
I think so.
It's been more than 3 weeks. I can't even believe it. But anyways, so life has been really, really difficult. And we are definitely going to keep this one raw. We promise. We weren't trying to ghost you guys. It's just been hard to sit down and coordinate a podcast together. There has been so much stuff going on. The last time we spoke, we took a break. We had a Orlando tournament, soccer tournament for one of the kids, and that was hectic. And when we came back, it was just like nonstop action for the both of us.
Yeah, it wasn't a breakup, guys. I promise you. It's just a break. We just took a little break from the mic, from recording, and because we have so much things going on, I have a busy life. Life happened, but
it was very unintentional.
Yeah, it wasn't intentional. It's just life happened, as you all know, but now we're back. So we figured it's been a little while, so we had to do something. Hence you getting the faceless, but we just had to put something out there. So yeah, here we are.
Yeah, we didn't want to abandon you guys, and we definitely want to keep the momentum going with the topics. So I think since we've been distant from you guys, and not only has it been you guys, so don't feel left out. We've been distant from each other just because it's not like a mental distance so much, or even an emotional distance. It's been like more of a physical distance because we've been literally go, and then wiping out at the end of it all. So it's like we just haven't spent time with each other much at all, right? We've had little moments here and there where we've ran out real quick to do stuff, like a quick date night, but like it's been really quick.
Yeah, well, like just alone, we've spent time together, but just not alone time because we always have the kids. It's always something going on, and yeah, we just didn't have time to let our hair loose, for lack of better terms. But we were together, but we didn't get time to spend quality time together because we're always trying to get the kids to a game, going here,
track
going there.
meet. So as of lately, yeah.
But we're together, but we don't have time to ourselves to kind of like wind down and just sit and talk like we are right now. So yeah.
So I think we've talked about doing faceless before. I think we really need to remember that is an option, and hopefully you guys are okay with that because we're not always going to have like an appropriate time to sit in front of the camera. Sometimes we're going to be in a setting that might not be conducive to camera time. So I think just to get the podcast out on a Friday night, and I have been struggling with that, getting it out on a Friday night instead of like Saturday night or Sunday night. I want to really get them out on Friday nights, and we have been doing them on Fridays. So I think the best bet for us is basically do it however we can. So if you guys see faceless on a week, it's not going to be forever. Like we might do some faceless, we might not. But anyways, let's move on because I think sometimes these moments are like the best thing that could ever happen to you. It kind of gives you like a little bit of a shake, a wake up, and it feels like 3 weeks. It hasn't been 3 weeks. That alone is a wake up, right? And when we're busy doing all of this, we have to like show face for all of the things that we're doing and can't even like we can't look stressful. We have to like be there because our kids need us. So whether we're tired or we're not, we really need to just be there, even when we're running on empty, which is sometimes really crazy.
Yeah, I agree. It's a lot happened within the last month and a half, I would say. Like, it's a lot that was going on, and with us and the kids, well, everything revolves around the kids, and we just had to make sure that they're taken care of, and we're doing our best to make sure they're enjoying themselves and having the full experience of being a teenager, being a kid, so to speak. So that's what we're trying to do. That's the reason why some of the time, we might video, we might not video, and the podcast experience that we're doing, as you see before, there's numerous variations. We go live, we do a sit down, videotape with the camera, or we do a faceless. So we're just trying to get it anyhow we can, so we could put it out there. So, but yeah, that's what we got going on.
So as I mentioned before, sometimes being so consumed, as I'm sure everybody goes through in their marriage or relationships at some point, it kind of makes you stop and think, are we okay? Type deal, because you have to make sure that your relationship is okay. So this world is very demanding. It requires a lot from us, from each other, in so many more ways than one, especially surrounding children. So that is a very, very, very vital thing to stop yourself and ask yourself, like, are we okay? Are we good? Emotional distance and physical time. That is a big deal, because if you're kind of not really spending time together, some people take that literally, and it becomes an emotional hindrance in their relationships. So how do we combat that? Remember, before we left, we talked about that little challenge that we were going to do. So things like that, just taking the time out weekly to do faceless, this is such a pun, faceless emotional consultations with each other. I don't know. So a quick text message, a sweet comment, just to say, hey, I'm still here. Hey, I still think you're beautiful. Hey, I still think you're Mr. Handsome. Hey, I still love you. That kind of thing. It does help with the emotional boost. And then physical time. Physical time is something you have to force that, right? To just kind of we're not even going to where some of your minds have already gone. We're just talking about time next to each other, right? Time to even hold a person's hand. Nick likes to be silly and say, let's be young again, or young again. We are still young, but let's be like teens. And what do you like to say? Is it let's be teens and hold each other's hands? Or let's act like we're dating and hold each other's hands?
Yeah, just let's hold each other's hand. People don't hold hands no more. So I was like, when I'm out, sometimes I just say, let's hold hands.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with it.
So that's what I'm saying. I don't see people holding hands anymore. So that's why I usually just
That's a really old school thing that probably works.
Yeah.
Nobody does that. It's all about the text messages and social interaction through devices, really.
It's virtual.
Yeah, everything is virtual.
So
it's an AI nation.
But yeah, it's you can learn. I think just you learn a lot when you're somewhat distant, but not distant, not too far away from your significant other or whatever. Like I said, we're here together. We're not apart or nothing, but because of the dynamics of what's going on with the kids and what we have to do in our daily life, we didn't have enough time to really sit with each other and continue.
So schedules can really mask disconnect sometimes. So he's consumed, I'm consumed. We're just go, 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 go. one thing we try to do is some of this busyness, we try to do it together. So even like if it's an hour and a half for a practice drop off, we try to do it together. So those moments, at least we're kind of together, even though it's like go, 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 go. Sometimes we do have to split up. Like we have something coming up this weekend. So we're going to have to do a split to do the thing that we have to do this weekend. It's impossible for us to be in like 5 places at one time. 5 different places all at the same time. So, for instance, I have to be in 2 places and he has to be in 1. And then there may be another 2 places that we have to go later in the day. And so it's impossible to do that as one person, of course. So we have to do the split, right? Nick, what do you think you notice in that, like all of that silence, like silent busyness? Is there anything you like that jumps out at you?
There's nothing. The silence really. I don't really see anything. I didn't really feel any. I didn't feel too, because I'm doing something.
Yeah,
I'm doing something. So I didn't get a time. I didn't get a time to think. About like, I didn't do this or I didn't do that. My mind is on the kids so much and what I'm doing. It didn't dawn on me until I got a little bit of time to kind of cool down. Then I'm like, oh well, we didn't do this or we didn't do that. So it's just being busy just doesn't give me the time to think about it until later when I look back at it. So, but to answer your question, is being busy can also be a sense, make it seems like you're disregarding your partner or whatever, your spouse or your wife, husband, whoever it is, if they don't understand that you are busy, because sometimes people don't understand that people are busy and they're doing things. So even though they're there, so.
It's kind of like you're doing life, but you're not doing us type deal.
Exactly.
So if you have a sensitive partner, it can come off as kind of, if the person can become very sensitive towards that, and it can hamper things.
It's like you're in the house and you're cleaning and you're doing things, like it's. And if I'm
laser
at the
focused.
computer, and if I'm at the computer doing something and I'm like, I'm not doing too much, but you're moving around doing stuff and you're busy or whatever, and you might not have the time to say hi or nothing like that. If I'm sensitive, I'll be like, man, she's disregarding me or she's not doing that. But it's not disregarding, you're just busy.
That happens sometimes. You come to me with something and I'm busy doing something else. Like I'm busy trying to get a video out, or I'm busy researching something for home education.
But that doesn't mean you're disregarding.
Yes.
Some people could
But sometimes you do get a little frustrated with me if I do that. And I do the same thing with you, right? There's times. But ultimately, we know it's not really a disregard.
Yeah.
It's kind of a momentary
busy.
thing.
You're busy.
Yes.
You're doing something. You're doing something with your time, but it's just the selfishness in everybody, in each person that wants that time from that person. But you got to understand that person is doing something and they're busy.
Is it being selfish, or is it?
Of course it's selfish. If I come to you and be like, you need to talk to me now if you're doing something.
In that respect, yes. But in a broader respect, sometimes it's it works to be understanding. So there's balance with everything, right?
That's
so
true.
You need to be conscientious of balance. So you're around each other, but you're not with each other. And keeping that balance, understanding that makes a big, big difference. Okay, well, if you're listening and you're in a relationship right now, ask yourself, when is the last time your person just talked about not the chores or the bills, but about each other? So just something to think about, guys. When is the last time you guys just spoke about each other?
Like, what do you mean? In sense of what?
Like, okay, so you're busy. Let's not talk about the chores, the bills, because I'm always talking about what I have to do, what I gotta do, what I have to do inside the house, all the chores, the cleaning, the laundry, the this, the that.
Yeah.
So when is the last time you actually spoke about non-household chore related things and just talking about each other?
It's like you go to work, right? You leave work and you have you have a gathering outside of work, right? The gathering has nothing to do with work. Let's not talk about work because people people tend to do that all the time. Like, we're not at work. Let's not do that.
Do we need a ding 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 moment weekly on our phone? Okay, have we spoken to each other about each other?
I mean, I know it's
things
hard.
that matter.
I know it's hard for people to do that, But where I live at, I have a friend that works where I work at, and we get together a couple times, and I made it my duty not to say anything, but we might say little things, but we have an understanding. Like, look, we're not at work. Hey, we're not at work, and we joke about it, But we'll say a little thing. But other than that, we don't go in depth and talk about that because that's for work.
It's burnout. Yeah, it creates a lot of burnout.
That's for work.
Okay, so I just kind of I realize that our podcast is still kind of young. We don't always get a lot of commentary. We do get some commentary, but we don't get a whole bunch. Not as much as we would like. Let's just put it like that. However, we appreciate every comment that we do receive. We do deeply appreciate it, good or bad. So, and I don't ever really look at anything as bad per se. It's somebody's opinion, right? And that's the whole point in the community that we're trying to create, and a community where we can speak, whether we agree or disagree or agree to disagree, whatever it is. But I just want to throw this in here. If there is a topic that you guys would like us to speak about, I'm going to go ahead in these podcasts and put our direct email in the podcast, because I realize some people, they might want to give insight, and we've had insight via other avenues for the podcast, requesting actual topics. So if you guys want us to speak about a specific topic, or if you'd like for us to have a discussion, whether it be in live form or, the way how we most of the time will do it, please don't hesitate. Feel free to contact us. If you want to give us any insight, please let us know. Positivity only, please. We don't need anything negative coming into the inboxes. But I will put that information in the bottom of the podcast for contact if you guys are interested. Now, okay, so back to the topic. So, one thing I guess we're learning is that we can't fix what we do not acknowledge, right? So we can't fix the things that we don't acknowledge. If you don't acknowledge that you've been distant from each other, because I'm looking at Nick and Nick is looking at me and we're looking at each other, and I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute, was it 3 weeks? I don't think so, because it's almost April now. And I'm pretty sure the last podcast we did was on Valentine's Day.
Was it?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
So that's like February, March. So it's been over a month. It's been like weeks since we've done a podcast. Almost like about 6 weeks. That's crazy. That's wild. So we need to acknowledge the fact that things move quickly. We need to get a better grip on our timing, because that's not good,
Yeah, and like you said, everything is balanced, right? Because we have kids, and they're only kids for a certain time, and then they're adults. So we also have to enjoy our kids while we balance this YouTube journey. So it's definitely a task.
And it doesn't mean that anything is wrong with you guys or us. It just means that there has to be a check-in. So sometimes you need to literally schedule. We need to schedule the check-in. And Nick is really, really good at doing that. He's really, really good in saying, you know what? Tonight's the night. We need to have a moment. We need to talk. And we have spoken about that on various topics on our podcast where, we go and sit down. One thing I think that we should do, though, I know this is so hard. Like, for me, it's easy, but the phone should probably be put away, Nick. And we should just have time to speak to each other, even if it's like for 30 minutes. I get it. The phone is important nowadays. It's just, I think most of it is in our heads because once upon a time, we didn't have phones the way we have them now. But sometimes we need to put the phone down even for 30 minutes and just be alone, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Nick has been great. He has definitely taken over a task here, a task there to reduce my load, which has been insane. And he, of course, initiates the date nights. He's really, really good at that. Sometimes I will occasionally as well. I think sometimes I try to be a little bit more conscientious of that because, of course, date nights include a financial expenditure. So I tend not to organize those as much as he does, but and then I definitely think maybe I could be a little more verbal because Nick tends to be a little more verbal than I am. I'm verbal, but I'm more verbal on the end of voicing I need help type deal. So,
but yeah, definitely, guys. I'm so glad that we're able to put this podcast up for you guys because it's been a while. I know it's our little welcome back from our little busy life, but we intend to keep it going. And you never lose if you never quit.
Yeah, you will never lose if you never quit. So you don't always feel in love, but showing up anyway, that's really the part that matters. If you guys are listening and you guys feel distant right now from your partner, your spouse, do not ignore it because that is the gateway to destruction, okay? And we definitely don't want the destruction. So talk about it. Lean into it. Take a hold of what the problem is. It's not really a problem. It's probably just life, right? Life is lifing.
Life will throw things at you, and it's just how you handle those things, those situations, those moments that will actually make you a better person or break you. So, but it's life. We all go through it. We all live it. We all experience it. So enjoy it. Have fun. Love your significant other. Love your wife. Love your husband. Love whoever you're sharing life with. So what you got to say about that?
I say that is absolutely great. Okay, so in the next podcast, I think we are going to be talking about why men and women really communicate differently. So we're going to discuss why we communicate differently. We're going to tear that one apart. If you guys have any podcast ideas that you would like to share, please go ahead and share them in the comment section. And again, I will insert some of our personal contact information so that you guys can contact us if you are shy and don't want to share in the comment section. So please feel free to do that as well.
Exactly. Yes. If you guys have any topic, because I have a plethora of stories and life scenarios and just a bunch of stuff that, could be definitely helpful to at least one person. So,
if we help one, we've helped a million.
Yeah, I've been around the world twice and back. I've seen a lot. So, I have a lot of experience to share. But sometimes, we just need thought-provoking questions to kind of get us going on that stuff. So if you got any good ones, let me know. Just let us know.
Yes, let
Fire
us
off.
know.
Whatever it is. As long as it's tasteful, we'll do it.
Well, no. We're not going to judge.
No, we're not judging, but it has. But I'm
within respect.
Yeah.
Lines of respect. So
exactly.
We're even willing to do some off or like some really crazy topics within a level of respect.
No, I mean, we'll do any topic, right? It's just that I think
we want our kids to be able to come back one day.
Like I always talk about, this is documenting our life for our kids, our future family or whatever.
Not just for our family, but like for everyone.
Everybody. For everyone. But I'm just saying.
So we want them to be able to listen with their kids present, as we would want them to listen with our kids present.
And we could articulate whatever topic it is, and don't come across as being
raunchy
or offensive to anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we'll do that.
Within extreme community guidelines, we can do it. We can do any topic. Okay. So I guess we will see you guys next week.
Yeah, we'll see you guys next week, and hopefully it won't be faceless. Either be live or a video.
Hopefully. Don't make any promises, Nick. We will see you guys.
Hopefully.
Yeah, we will see you guys next week. Until then, we love you guys. We want you guys to stay safe. And if you guys are into the lifestyle vlogs, home decor, shopping, and the decorating, please go ahead, hit the subscribe button for that. And also hit the subscribe button for the Friday Night Sitdown podcast. I think we should start to put these in episode numbers. What do you think?
We probably could, yep.
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay. So that is it. We will see you guys later.
Bye-bye.